Welcome to Winston-Salem and another stop along Tobacco Road, which is home to the Wake Forest Demon Deacons, and the fans have been ready to get things started since early in the day. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a team from the ACC, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not. Take the touchback. So the Wake Demon Deacons offense will get the first crack at it here. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
The Demon Deacons in the hurry up. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And that is the way you set the tone. Man, early and often. Here in the first quarter, getting your first sack. Nice job by this defense. They had 4 last week, and it's looking like today it's going to be more of the same.
Back to throw, it's Gilliam. Back open in the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Trying to get to him. Got it behind the line, it's Cole. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. He'll line it up from the right side, a 37-yarder coming up. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Notre Dame's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Both of these defenses, David, anchored by star middle backers.
I mean, they're just stars right in the middle of the defense. You'll see them go sideline to sideline, and they will make plays all over the field.
Yeah, these guys are the heart and souls of their defense.
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. After ripping off a big chunk of yardage, you figure they're going to go right back after him. 1st and 10 from the 31. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They'll run it from the gun. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. Tackle is made after the first down.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
With the run on 1st and goal. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
It's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
From the gun, the running back has it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. A linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Phenomenal play call by the offensive coordinator. You're calling screen passes to take advantage of a good pass rush, and that's exactly what happened. The offensive linemen, they just let those defensive ends run up the field. Quarterback did a perfect job holding on to the ball to the last possible second, getting it out to his running back, and man, that running back had a convoy out ahead of him.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. 1st and goal for the offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Now on 2nd and goal. Trying to slam in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Irish!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the extra point makes it 14-3. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Out of the gun to give to the back. And knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. And the Demon Deacons come to the line in the hurry up. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. The Demon Deacons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. That's reeled in. It's Ford. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
When you run those routes, those curl routes just like that, those DBs are going to break when you go to throw the football. So you better put that thing on a line, and the QB did there. Put it on a line. Great job, great catch. First down.
Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. They're going to throw it again. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Let's see what they find in the playbook for third and long from the 43. To the air, it's Gilliam. Just led him a little too far across the sidelines. Makes the catch. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And the Demon Deacons will punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. All the way back to the 15. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. From the gun, running back gets to give. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. That offensive line is putting those golden domes on the defense and starting to move the ball on the ground.
And we can go back so many years. And the coaches may change, but the brand of Notre Dame is what it is. They're going to be physical. They're going to run the football. That's who they are, and that's how they're built.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Nifty little dance step. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's now up to 83 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushing. The inside handoff. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They want to run this quarterback. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Well, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Going with the ground game left. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Looking for a man. It's Gilliam. Quick strike complete. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. 1st and 10 from their own 15-yard line. He wants to throw. And the sack all the way back at the 5. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They've got it at the 20 on 2nd and 5. The give from the gun. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Winston-Salem. What a fine performance we've seen. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at a Legacy Stadium.
The Demon Deacons will kick it away to start the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here come the Irish, back on offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Give him 105 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 2nd and long. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They're trying to get to him. Hit as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. He's looking downfield to throw. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Irish send out the punt unit. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. Snacks it quickly on the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And the Demon Deacons want to crank the tempo. Back to throw, it's Gilliam. Pocket starts to collapse. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. What a move to get home for the sack. When the Irish get to the quarterback, sometimes you think Rudy, but this time you think a dude.
A dude. And listen, the more guys you get like this that can put his hand in the dirt and go get the quarterback, the easier it becomes to call defense. That guy is an absolute stud.
The Demon Deacons will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. They'll go to the ground. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Going for it all. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
One of the areas they really focused on for this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He tries to take the top off. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last.
Can anyone catch him? Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. And the Demon Deacons racing to the line in the hurry-up.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Finds his big tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And here comes the offense on second down. To the air, it's Gilliam. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab down the middle. And they'll move the chains with the first down. That might be it for the third quarter. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. The Demon Deacons will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wake Forest. On to attempt the try. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Here come the Irish back on offense. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To the ground with the back. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going. You're just going to try and keep this thing marching. Keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Trying to show their strength with the run on 4th down. And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll run it from the gun. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Out of the gun, the inside give.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to the well. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll try to blast their way in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
Scanning the field, it's Gilliam. They're bringing heat. He makes the connection. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Got to get lined up to spike it and stop the clock.
It leads to second down.
Second down coming. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. They could have used a little bit more there and pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Timeout call by the defense, 29 seconds to go. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
And these aren't easy situations for these offenses, man. Like, it's a known passing situation. The defense is playing coverage. Nowhere to go with the football, forces the incompletion, and this one is all but over.
Handoff from the shotgun. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Notre Dame right back to the line. They'll go right back to him. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job of this team being ready, getting the W.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports.